The next Democrat debate is coming up on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time on CNN. So, what should you expect? Well, let's be honest, more far left policies. Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. Yes, yet another Democrat debate, this time going on CNN. It's actually hosted by the New York Times. And on stage will be Senator Elizabeth Warren. We'll have the former Vice President Joe Biden. And you'll have Bernie Sanders up there as well. Bernie will probably be asked about his health, as will Joe Biden and maybe even Elizabeth Warren as well. You'll also probably see a little bit of fighting between between Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders after Bernie Sanders accused Elizabeth Warren of being a capitalist to the bone, which is odd in a Democrat debate that we're now at the point where we're debating whether being a capitalist at all is a good thing, but that's where we are with Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. They will not be the only ones on the stage. Some of the other candidates include South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg. You'll have Kamala Harris on there, Andrew Yang, Cory Booker will still be around. You'll have Tom Steyer in his, I believe this will be his first debate, Amy Klobuchar, Julian Castro, Tulsi Gabbard, and yes, Beto O'Rourke as well. As I said Monday on my radio show, what I'm hoping you'll have from the moderators of this debate is questions asked about Beto O'Rourke to the other candidates. For example, my hope is that the moderators will ask Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Joe Biden, do you support a mandatory gun buyback program? Would you go and confiscate AR-15s from law-abiding citizens' homes? This is something that Beto O'Rourke has been pushing. This has been a debate point between between Beto O'Rourke and Pete Buttigieg. I would also hope that the moderators would ask the three leading contenders if they agree with Beto O'Rourke that churches and religious organizations and not religious nonprofits would lose their tax-exempt status if they don't support same-sex marriage. Really, this is not even a topic that should be up for debate, but this is something that Beto O'Rourke has brought up and he has brought into the forefront, and something that he has engaged in debate on, and something that should be talked about among the 2020 Democrats. Why? Because this is something that many Democrats want. They want churches to lose their tax-exempt status. Many people want gun confiscation. So let's hear about it, and let's see what the top three contenders, because Beto O'Rourke's not going to be president of the United States. He's not going to get the nomination in 2020. But Elizabeth Warren might get the nomination. Joe Biden might get the nomination. And, well, even Bernie Sanders might get the nomination. And maybe Kamala Harris or Pete Buttigieg, if, something happens to the top three people. One of them may get the nomination, but it's not going to beat Beto O'Rourke. So let's ask the people who are more likely to get the nomination if they agree with Beto O'Rourke. I think you'll see this party continue to move to the left, and you're not going to hear a lot of common sense. The more moderate Democrat candidates who have been on the debate stage in the past, they're not going to be there. You maybe Tulsi Gabbard and Amy Klobuchar are the most moderate of the Democrats who are on that debate stage, but most of the other moderate Democrats, they're done. They're not going to be on the debate stage at all. So you're going to hear more far left policy, more far left talk, and the party will continue to become the Democrat Socialist Party of America. I think you'll see a good night from Elizabeth Warren. I don't think that Joe Biden will have that great of a night. I think he'll start off pretty good and then fade. That's normally what has happened to Joe Biden. And I believe Bernie Sanders will have a lot of focus on him. I think a lot of people will go in for the, sorry to put it this way, but for the kill on Bernie Sanders. He's kind of at that point where, yes, he's got a lot of money coming in. He has that solid base of support, but he's not moving up in the polls. It's Elizabeth Warren who keeps moving up in the polls. The only thing that I'm disappointed in about this debate so far is that they scheduled it for Tuesday night instead of Monday night. Now, I know you got Monday Night Football, but of course, as we all know, Monday is Indigenous Peoples Day. And honestly, I think for Elizabeth Warren, it would have been a great day to have the debate on. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO.